Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Tuhami from Midway Simplicity and welcome to today's webinar where you will discover 4 simple steps to overcome your fears, find your passion and enjoy the best days of your life. It all started with a Facebook message that I received from a fellow reader from Germany, and here is what his message said. He said, "Now after I studied all the videos, took all the actions by decluttering over 3 to 4 years, I realized that I was taking those actions before I even got to your channel. Yes, it needs those people out there who have gone through this before, through this pain, this illusion of media, what we were told about and so on. Now that I sit here with all the things I truly love, want and need, and having a clear mind, I'm asking myself, what's next? It seems I have no idea, or I have to create a new lifestyle. Everything changed. And I wanted it to change. Then I'm afraid, what's next though? Oh man, thinking about a new job, getting a girlfriend, into relationship, move out, so many choices." Greets from Germany. In fact, this case raised an issue which we have discussed before on Midway Simplicity. The question of what's next, which tells someone is wondering about what is beyond simplicity. Now I've simplified my life, what's next? And for some time now I've been noticing on the Simple Living blogosphere that fear is mixed with simplicity. And since when simplicity is mixed with fear? Simplicity is supposed to give you the joy, the happiness and the fulfillment that you are after, the inner peace. But when fear comes in, this is very strange. And we have to tackle this issue. Now, you have many fears. Fear of letting go, fear of rejection, fear of letting go of important stuff that you own, fear of rejection of people around you who think you are crazy because you are simplifying your life, fear of being unprepared, you have too many responsibilities, not ready for decluttering, not ready for the downside, for the movement, and so on. So fear is now mixed with simplicity. And here's the thing with fear. You can't succeed at anything in life, including simplifying your life, unless, and pay attention to that, it's very important, you can't succeed at anything, including simplifying your life, unless your desire is greater than your fear. The motivation should be greater than your fear. So, from where can you find that desire that will give you the motivation to simplify your life? It comes from your passion. That's why passion is king. And let me tell you a short story. Back in 2007, I started interviewing the world's top success and business experts. And I asked them questions about their success story, how they started their success quest, and what were the challenges that they faced, how they overcame these challenges, what were the top lessons that they learned, and so on. And one of the common questions I always used to ask was, what was the transformational point in your life? And I was surprised that every single time I asked that question, what transformed your life? I always received the exact same answer. I've done over 150 interviews and up till that moment, I'm receiving the exact same answer to that question. The answer came in the form of, my life has transformed the moment I started to listen to my heart and live with passion. So finding your passion and knowing what your heart is telling you is the first transformational point for your journey. So I believe now that passion is king, and only when you breathe it in can the transformation begin. Your passion is your calling. It's the thing that you were born to do. It's that voice that keeps on nagging and telling you, please pay attention, do me, because this is the thing that gives you the greatest fulfillment and joy and flow. And you lose yourself when you practice that passion, and time goes by very quickly and so on. So your passion is your calling, your passion is the fuel for your desire, and your passion is the thing that will help you overcome your fears. So now the question that you may ask, where do I start? How can I find my passion? And if you have been following Midway Simplicity for a while now, you will notice that this is the core philosophy of the blog, which is the great quote by Hans Hofmann that says the ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Now, almost everyone on the Simple Living blog sphere is talking about the first part, eliminating the unnecessary. How to simplify your life, declutter everything that is everything that's cluttered around you, and so on. But I rarely see anyone talking about the other part of the equation, which is so that the necessary may speak, and what's important to you in life, the voice of your heart. So no one is talking about that. That is why simplicity is now mixed with fear. People lose motivation very quickly, and the simple living journey become more complicated than it's supposed to be. When we started Midway Simplicity back in April 2012, we did like everyone was doing, which is I did the Midway Simplicity show, and I invited simple living experts to share with you how to simplify different areas of your life, including time, health, things that you own, finances, and relationships. And by the end of the year, it turned into a book, which is the Midway Simplicity book. And then last year, we did the Midway Decluttering show, where I also invited more experts to share with you everything you need to know about how to declutter your stuff and how to overcome all the challenges that you face while decluttering, and how to let go, for example, of sentimental items and so on. And then this year we decided that the theme will be where passion meets simplicity, because no one can go without the other. When I started Midway Simplicity, I've been coaching people for 10 years to find their passion and purpose in life and to live their passion. Passion is my core expertise. And I realized that simple living is mandatory to facilitate passionate living. It's kind of the enabler. It's the thing that eliminates the unnecessary so that your passion can grow and prosper, so that you can listen to the voice of your heart clearly and live with passion fully, and create a room and space for your passion to grow. So for me, passion without simplicity is very difficult, and simplicity without passion, it's also very difficult, almost impossible, because you will not have the motivation, the desire to overcome your fears that are mixed with your simple living journey. So now again, I will repeat it. The ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Both should exist. Your passion and simplicity go back to back. You cannot do one without the other. Now, I would like to share with you four simple steps to find your passion in life. And number one is to slow down. You cannot see clearly while you are rushing through life. So one of the things that I suggest you do is to slow down your daily routines. For example, you can start eating slowly, embracing the moment when you sit down on the table and eat your food. Just enjoy the taste of everything that you eat, and really enjoy your meal and be grateful for your meal. So eat slowly, don't rush everything in life. Take a moment to slow down and breathe and really embrace the moment. So this is one thing. The second step is to have a gratitude journal, and this is one of the magical things that I've done in my life, and it has a magical effect on my life, and it can has the same effect on yours as well. The idea here is to have a journal, and every night before you go to sleep, just write one thing that you were grateful for on that day. And don't ask for the magic that will happen from where it's coming from. You will start attracting awesome things that you could never imagine exist. So do that, because the secret here is that how can you expect to attract good things in your life if you cannot recognize the good things that you already have? Again, I will repeat that again. How can you expect to attract good things in your life if you cannot recognize the good things that you already have in your life? So by keeping a gratitude journal, you show the universe that I recognize the good things that I have and I deserve more, and that's why you get more of the good things that you aspire for or you want. So this is the second step. The third step is called the happiness list. Happiness for most of us comes by chance, by luck. If we got into an activity that makes us happy, we feel lucky. But we want to turn it into an intentional thing. You do things that you know will bring you happiness, and you create what I call a happiness list, and start with writing down 10 things that make you happy. Just 10 things, not a big deal. 10 things that make you happy. And when you feel stressed or pressured, or even without any reason, you just want to be happy now, just pick one thing from that list and go do it. For example, for me, watching a movie in the cinema makes me very happy. Reading a motivational book makes me happy. Taking a hot shower, walking, sitting on the beach, anything. So I write that down, and whenever I want a happiness boost, I go and pick one from my list and go do it. And you can do the same, because when you practice doing things that bring you happiness and joy, you open the gates to your heart, and you start the communication channel between yourself and your heart, and now you are creating a room for the necessary to speak. This is number 3. Now, number 4 is go to Google and search for a passion finder technique. Type how to find my passion in life, how to find my purpose in life, and you will find a lot of questions or exercises that you can do, and ask yourself these questions to help you clarify your passion and purpose in life. And you can also go to Amazon and search for books on how to find your passion and purpose in life. For example, The Passion Test is a great book by Janet Atwood. She has a nice test to help you find your passion. And if you have been following Midway Simplicity, you know that I've created a guide, an ebook called The Past Technique, because I've been doing life purpose coaching since like 2005. And recently, like a couple of years ago, I invented a new technique called the PAS technique, P-A-S technique. And I believe that this technique is the world's easiest way to find your passion and purpose in life. It doesn't you don't have to answer any of these questions that may confuse you. Like, for example, how would you change your life if you know that you are going to die after 6 months? What would you do if you earned $1 million, and so on? So it's a very easy technique. It doesn't include all these maybe strange questions. The PAS technique is in fact very easy, and it's very innovative, totally different than anything in the market about how to find your passion and purpose in life. And that's why I would like to take you very quickly on an ebook tour to see how it works in front of your eyes. So I will take some snapshots from the book to see how you go through the technique. So at the beginning of the book, I share with you how finding my purpose transformed my life, and how it can transform your life as well. And then we go through the technique. The PAS are the 3 pillars of a purpose-driven life. P stands for passion. To live a purposeful life, you need to do something that you are passionate about. And the letter A stands for advantage, which means that you need to identify your strengths, the things that you do easily, better than anyone around you, better than average people around you. So you need to identify what you are good at. And the S stands for solution. You need to add value to people's life. You need to provide them with a solution that helps them solve their biggest problems. So to live a purpose-driven life, you must do something you are passionate about. You must follow and apply and put your strengths at work, know your advantage, what you are good at, and you must provide a solution that helps some category of people to solve their problems. So the first sheet is a passion sheet, and you will find a lot of fields, almost everything on earth, on every field on earth known, and there is an opportunity, there is a chance that you know another field that doesn't exist in this sheet, so you can add it if you know that. But the key here is that you, based on a certain criteria I share with you in the book, you pick up the fields that are of much interest to you, and then I help you identify your dominant passion among these fields. What is the field that you love the most? And then I take you to the advantage part, and I give you 5 options, 5 areas that represent the 5 main strengths that anyone in the world can have one dominant advantage in, and you pick the one that is most relevant to you, the thing that you feel that you are very strong at, very good at. So you pick a choice from here, and then we go to the solution part, and you pick one of 4 possible solutions anyone can offer people in the world. So you pick the solution that is relevant to you, that is meaningful to you, and determine and put it here in the my dominant solution field area. So it represents your choice of the problem that you would like to solve. And at the end, you find a life purpose statement and you fill in the blanks with your choices. For example, my purpose in life is to use my, and you insert your advantage that you have picked up from the 5 in the exercise. Driven by my passion for, and you insert your dominant passion to help people, and then you insert your solution. For example, to live better, to connect, to perform, whatever solution that is meaningful to you. So you end up with a life purpose statement that's very clear and help you focus on the thing the things that are most important to you in life. Now, when you have that statement beside you in your room, that you read it every day, so you will feel that you have that desire that drives your simple living journey. And when you have a desire that is greater than your fear, you will succeed at any pursuit. And you will start enjoying the best days of your life, because you will not be scattered doing things that don't matter to you, and you will focus only on the things that you love the most. Because when passion enters the equation, again, your life will be transformed, and when you start breathing it in, the transformation will begin. Now let's recap the 4 steps that I shared with you to help you open the gates to your heart and find your passion. Number 1 is to slow down, like eat slowly, start with that tip. And then have a gratitude journal, and every night before you sleep, write one thing that you are grateful for. And I believe this will be the biggest tip you got from this webinar, magical effect for the gratitude journal. And number 3, create a happiness list and write down the things that make you happy. And whenever you feel the need for a happiness boost, go pick one from the list and do it. And don't leave your happiness to chance. And the last one is to search for a passion finder technique and go do it. Whether a book, the passion test that I suggested, go to Google and write how to find my passion and try to find some questions to help you identify your passion. Or you can get the PASS technique and go through a multiple choices exercises with certain criteria to help you write your clear life purpose statement as I showed you. Now, if you would like to get your copy of the PASS technique, you can find it at midwaysimplicity.com/pass-technique, the link as you see on the screen. And on that link, you will find more information about the book, the story behind it, and also you will find some testimonials from people who have been through this technique and their opinion about that. I had one for you here. Someone sent to me this message, very interesting. He said, with doubts, because I'm claiming that in less than 30 minutes you will find your passion and purpose in life using this technique. So he said, with doubts, I decided to try the PASS technique. And it's a very simple process. It will show you what your passion in life is. In just 30 minutes, I ran through the PASS exercise and I picked a few words that match with what I want. And at the end, I found a sentence describing my passion in life. Wow was my reaction. And I told Tuhami that I will put this sentence in my room so I read it every day. Now I know what I want to focus on. Now, again, this is the link to get your copy of the PASS technique if you are interested. I also would like to remind you of the 4 steps that you need to follow from now on to open the gates to your heart and your passion. Slow down, the gratitude journal, the happiness list, and the passion finder technique. And at the end, remember that the ability to simplify is to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Both should exist. Passion and simplicity go together. You cannot have one without the other, otherwise fear will be mixed with simplicity and the simple living journey will be complicated. You will lose motivation easily. Don't do that, and open the gates to your heart and let your necessary things to speak, following the 4 simple steps that we shared in this webinar. Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Tuhami from Midway Simplicity, and welcome to today's webinar where you will discover 4 simple steps to overcome your fears, find your passion, and enjoy the best days of your life. It all started with a Facebook message that I received from a fellow reader from Germany. And here is what his message said. He said, "Now after I studied all the videos, took all the actions by decluttering over 3 to 4 years, I realized that I was taking those actions before I even got to your channel. Yes, it needs those people out there who have gone through this before, through this pain, disillusion of media, what we were told about, and so on. Now that I sit here with all the things I truly love, want, and need, and having a clear mind, I'm asking myself, what's next? It seems I have no idea, or I have to create a new lifestyle. Everything changed. And I wanted it to change. Then I'm afraid, what's next though? Oh man, thinking about a new job, getting a girlfriend, into relationship, move out, so many choices." Greets from Germany. In fact, this case raised an issue which we have discussed before on Midway Simplicity. The question of what's next, which tells someone is wondering about what is beyond simplicity. Now I've simplified my life, what's next? And for some time now I've been noticing on the Simple Living blogosphere that fear is not ready for the downside, for the movement, and so on. So fear is now mixed with simplicity. And here's the thing with fear. You can't succeed at anything in life, including simplifying your life, unless, and pay attention to that, it's very important, you can't succeed at anything, including simplifying your life, unless your desire is greater than your fear. The motivation should be greater than your fear. So, from where is mixed with simplicity? And since when simplicity is mixed with fear? Simplicity is supposed to give you the joy, the happiness, and the fulfillment that you are after, the inner peace. But when fear comes in, this is very strange. And we have to tackle this issue. Now, you have many fears. Fear of letting go, fear of rejection, fear of letting go of important stuff that you own, fear of rejection of people around you who think you are crazy because you are simplifying your life, fear of being unprepared, you have too many responsibilities, not ready for decluttering.